All right, welcome everybody to the Virtual Care Partners Business Overview Sunday night edition. What you are looking at right now is you are looking at the executives and above and our new core group members for Virtual Care Partners. Everybody wave. Okay, we are very excited tonight, Sunday night. This is going to be our new format because what we're going to do is really share with you the business associated with Virtual Care Partners and how you can participate in this incredible opportunity that has really taken the United States by storm. So before we get started, let me first of all introduce you to myself. My wife Lisa and I, we are the Vice Presidents of Sales and Partner Success for Virtual Care Partners. And tonight, all we're going to really do is share with you some information. And the information that we're going to share with you can really help you from a financial standpoint. Because what we've done is we've identified that there's a problem. And if there is a problem and you have a way of solving that problem, there lies the opportunity. And I don't think anybody listening to me right now could deny the fact that there is a problem when it comes to healthcare. It was the #1 issue in the 2016 election. It continues to be. And what Carey Health has done is they've identified the problem and they're bringing an incredible product into the marketplace. And what we can share with you is a way to go out there and supplement your income. And I will share with you that most people will start this business spare time, part-time. But what would an extra $2,000 to $4,000 a month mean for most people? In a lot of situations, it's life-changing. But there may be a group of people on this call tonight that are looking to make a complete change. We have that opportunity. And for people that want to think really big, I know without a doubt we will have 7-figure income earners joining this company. But right now, we are in a pre-launch, which means we are looking to identify people that have the ability to see something before it happens. A very unique group. The group that you are looking at right now, okay, our executives of above have identified that this is the next big thing. And what we are going to do as a team is share with you how you could participate and work very closely with this group to help you achieve your financial success. So get a pen and paper because you're going to get a lot of great information tonight. Let me go to my screen share and I'm going to hope this works. And hang on 1 second. And if my core group could give me a thumbs up if you could see this, that would be great. Yay, perfect. Okay, so before we get started, we want to make sure, right, that this company that we project to be the next billion-dollar story is always compliant. And we want to make sure we dot every I and cross every T. So I want to now really read to you our income disclosure because I will share with you practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary as we are all unique and different. And basically it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business, and some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a virtual care consultant will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, leadership capabilities, and market conditions. And common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals perform well above average, while others perform under the average. Virtual Care Partners does not guarantee any level of income or your success. And of course, this does not account for any business expenses one might incur while building their business. So I am very excited tonight to introduce our first speaker. Our first speaker is Patricia Seeman. She is a nurse practitioner. She's the owner of All About You. She employs MDs and nurse practitioners to perform services in-home in assisted living facilities. Okay, she's been doing this for well over 20 years, very, very successful. But she identified this as an unbelievable opportunity and now is an executive in our business and part of our core group. And I'm going to turn this call over to Patricia Seeman. So Patricia, welcome. Let's get an audio check on you.
Okay, how's that? Okay, great. Well, so excited to be here. I was the first virtual care consultant. As soon as Lisa presented the opportunity to me, I watched a few little videos and I actually called my old boss, and he flew me in a little 3-seat plane down to Miami. I'm in Central Florida, so it wasn't a horrible flight. As soon as I met the team, and I grabbed the vision immediately. Global telemedicine, as you can see from the first slide, in 2015 was 25.53 billion, and you can see the curve going straight upwards to 2020, and then again in 2025 being estimated at about 113.1 billion. So it's coming. This is the wave of the future. I saw it. The Wall Street Journal has posted how telemedicine is transforming healthcare, and it's just perfecting it. For years, doctors on call have been trying to blindly triage calls without being able to see the patient. Now with technology, you can use smartphones. You know, we can see each other right now. If I had a patient on the other end, I could actually be talking to that patient, looking at that patient versus, you know, just being on, you know, the phone at the desk on the hospital. So I'm super excited that the journals are coming out with telemedicine, how it is going to transform healthcare. The doctors are disappearing. I had a PAC dinner, it's a physician's like council meeting the other night, and quite a few of the doctors there were the old-fashioned family doctor. They'd started their practice in the area 25 years ago, and they were just so down and so upset about being gobbled up and how they wanted to hold on to their patients and their practice. And the minute I mentioned telehealth, all the ears were open. I have luncheons set up next week with quite a few of the doctors. They want to hear more about this product. So this is, you know, in the New York Times talking about the disappearing doctor. Obviously, this is the Silicone Review, and this is Matt, the brainchild of Carry Health. That is the actual software and the platform that is going to be offered free to the doctor, and what doctor doesn't like free. So why telehealth? Okay. 70% of all acute care, urgent care, and ER visits can be handled safely over the phone. I mean, how many times I get a phone call? Oh my God, I'm coughing. You know, what color is it? Is it clear? So much of this we're already doing. And some of the doctors that were against telehealth, after I, you know, would bring up some instances like, come on, your golf buddy never called you and said, oh my God, my throat's killing me. I've got white spots. I don't know if I'm going to make it tomorrow. I said, you immediately diagnosed without even seeing him. 91% of the health outcomes were rated to be as good or better when using telehealth. Especially the younger generation, the millennials coming upward. They're going to be using their tablets, their iPhones, their Androids. This is the wave of the future. When they need a ride, they swipe the Uber app. When they need food on a Sunday morning, they swipe Uber Eats. So this is going to be huge. And I have children that are millennial age, and they are all for it. The average cost for an individual for urgent care is $155. Okay, when you have this software, which is $29.99 for a single, $49.99 for a family up to 5, so much cheaper. You and 3 of your sick kids go in, $155 times 4. You know, they're not going to just say, oh, well, yeah, you have bronchitis and so do your 3 kids, so the 3 kids we're going to treat for free. Absolutely not. They're going to triage them. You're going to be there 4 or 5 hours with screaming children that are sick. So this is great. You sit in the emergency room an average of 4 hours, and that's if you're lucky, because if you're just there with a sore throat that you know is strep, your children have it, you've had it before, you're pushed to the back of the line. Most of the doctors, they close at 6. You know, A lot of them close at 4, and Friday, especially in Florida, 1 o'clock, you can forget it, they're closed. When you're calling to schedule an appointment, 21 average number of days to schedule a doctor's appointment. And if you're talking about specialists, some of them, I can't get my patient an appointment. And that's a doctor's office calling another doctor that I refer to. 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, if you're lucky. 66% of all these ER visits, they're not an emergency. You wake up, you have, you're having an allergic reaction to something, you have hives, your asthma's acting up, for the elderly population, constipation. It's not an emergency. All they need is for someone to tell them what to do. A lot of times, the families won't treat the elderly because they're afraid if they give them something, it's going to interact with their heart medicine. So it's something just as simple as that. Some of the other things on the list. Hey, I was cleaning out my garage. I don't know what I did to my back. I can't move. Again, lumbago. That's what lumbago means. Low back pain. That's an automatic steroid muscle relaxant. So this is real. This is coming. Even the doctors that initially will push back and say, I need to be hands-on. When you kind of go over this list with them, or even hand it to them, if you're not medical and you're marketing this, they can look down the list and go, well, yeah, I guess if I saw the patient, they had a big old cold sore over the, computer, I pretty much would know what to prescribe. It'd be like, yeah, that doesn't look good, so we're going to just send you some Valtrex. So the benefit to the patient, how great is this? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Average availability, 14 minutes. That sure beats the 4-hour wait time in the ER. You don't have to leave your home. You don't have to take your healthy children with your sick children to expose them to God knows what in the emergency room. You don't have to take time off from work. You get home from work, you pick your child up from daycare, they're sick. That's every parent's nightmare. No copays. 240 languages, huge, especially in Central Florida. We're a melting pot. And no travel time to the physician. Sometimes you have to, load up the car, drive 20, 30 minutes to the nearest, walk-in clinic. So the benefit to the patient is self-explanatory. It's huge. The pressure for physicians, payer systems, retail pharmacists, down here, they have little mini clinics. These doctors, they don't want to lose their patients. Right now, they are taking calls after hours. I take calls after hours. I'm not getting paid for it, And then when you're, trying to do it while you're driving and you're on call and your wife is looking at you like, come on, this is the first time we're going out to dinner. You're not documenting that. You didn't document the advice you gave, okay? It's a huge liability. If it's not documented, it wasn't done. I was a legal nurse consultant. I helped assist an attorney actually in Chicago. And my thing to these nurses is, if you didn't document it, you didn't do it. So huge. This is a platform that allows the doctor, even from his smartphone, to just document. Asked if there was any allergies. Something as simple as that. If it wasn't documented, it wasn't done. To the physician, it's free. Who doesn't like free? Everybody at that dinner the other night, they all looked at me and said, well, how much is this? I said, it's free. They all kind of looked at me and I said, kind of how Practice Fusion cornered the market because it's free. They're all on board. 2 minutes to implement this. It goes in the seamless practice integration, converge right with eClinical, Practice Fusion, any EMR. My husband is an IT guy, so he explained how this is true and how easy it is. An immediate revenue generation. Immediate. You start signing up those members, doctor, and immediately your upfront cost is nothing. Call the competitors, Signature MD, eVisit. Huge money just for their software. This is free. Provider branded marketing and communication. How great to see a little picture of your doctor and his little bio. We're going to be doing email marketing campaigns to his patients, little personalized enrollment sites. And it's great. Connect with your doctor anytime, anywhere. I mean, so easy. Anybody who has a tablet can do it. A lot of these doctors' offices do have tablets already that they use to sign their patients in, and they are connected to the internet. They can use that same tablet to enroll new members. This is really self-explanatory, even if you're not computer savvy, which I am not. Tells you how many people in your waiting room, how many scheduled appointments you have, the average wait time, and very easy for the doctor to use. I think they'll be really impressed when you're going out and marketing to physicians, just how easy this platform is for patients and physicians to use. The actual consultation, I know mine average, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, because again, these are pretty much, I've got a cough, I've got a cold, I've got a pink eye, look at this sore, look at my elbow, I've got a rash, I've got heat, sun poisoning. So the doctor, you can be face to face like we are right now and ask those questions. And as a clinician, I can walk in and look at a patient and see that there's something wrong. So I don't see how any doctor can say this is not, something that would be an asset and very profitable. And I'll turn it over to Jeff, who's going to explain the opportunity part.
Perfect. Thank you, Patricia. I got to call her Tisa. Thank you so much. And,
all right, Jeff.
This whole front end, guys, is really to get you to understand really the product that we're offering. And, when you could take a product that we have where you could see your own doctor, okay, and understand if you can't get your own doctor, because obviously your doctor is not going to work 24/7. He can then pass this platform out to somebody like a mid-level or a PA. If that person's not available, it goes to the doctor in a cloud. So there is always going to be a doctor available 24/7. But the uniqueness about our business, about what we're offering, is that they could see their own practitioner with the hours that he schedules for his virtual care. So another income stream to the doctor. You're going to see how this works, because everything we do is membership based. So what I want to do before I get into the opportunity is I want you to hear from some of our core group members. And the first person I would like to share just a little bit about your background, okay, what you saw here at Carey Health. And if you have a testimony to share, please share that testimony. I'm going to turn this over to Sonia Schoenberg. Sonia?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Yes.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you so much, Patricia. That was amazing. Thank you, Jeff, for the nice introduction. So I am Sonia Schoenberg. I come from a healthcare background. I'm a registered dietitian and certified diabetes educator, and I've also been in the direct sales and network marketing industry for the last 8 years. So when I saw this opportunity with the ability to partner with Jeff and Lisa and this amazing company, I saw it as really the perfect storm to take all of my experience and my background and combine it together. So we truly have the opportunity to disrupt healthcare, to make it more affordable and more accessible for people. And I could not be more excited about the opportunity to also earn an outstanding residual income while we do this. So I'm just excited to be here. Thank you, Jeff.
Sonia, thank you so much. Thank you. And also another core group member, guys, when you meet somebody that just really has it because they take the bull by the horns, you have somebody special. I want to turn the call over to Debbie Johnson. Debbie, same format if you would, please. Just a little bit about your background, what you saw here, and any type of tips or maybe something you could give everybody that's listening.
Absolutely. Can you hear me okay?
Perfect, Debbie.
Okay. Well, I'm really glad to be here tonight, and I'm really, really excited about this opportunity. I own a social media marketing company currently, and I know fortunes are made if you can get in front of a disruptive technology. And that's exactly where we are here, folks, because this is going to change and revolutionize the way that healthcare is delivered. And healthcare is huge. And For me, though, it's not just about the money. I used to work for an orthopedic surgeon a number of years ago, and I watched his practice really begin to disappear and evaporate, as insurances paid him less and less, and now practice costs more and more. He ended up going to work for the hospital, and he eventually retired with Social Security. And he was an amazing doctor. And so this is really, really going to make a difference here, because physicians now will be able to maintain their practice, and we won't be losing those good doctors. And we all know telemedicine's already been around, but the ability to be able to see your own doctor, the one that you trust, is absolutely huge here. So that's what I saw, just being in the right place at the right time was something that's going to be just huge for doctors and for all of us. So thanks for having me on, Jeff. Glad to be here.
Debbie, thank you so much. And something tells me you're going to be one of our featured speakers soon. Just a hunch, just a hunch.
Excited.
All right, one more, guys. If Dr. Batson is on the call, Dr. Batson, are you on?
I am on, Jeff.
Perfect, sir. A little bit about your background and what you saw here with Virtual Care Partners.
Well, my background is a chiropractor for over 35 years. And I was invited to Miami by Kenny Williams to go check out a brand new telehealth company. And I did that. I have great faith in Kenny. Kenny and I have known each other for quite some time. And so I made that trip down to Miami, and boy, was it a great trip. It cost me a lot of money, however, because I became a founding investor in the company. I saw the vision. I did my research, most of my research on the ride down there, and Kenny kept trying to talk to me. And I'm like, Kenny, let me look at this company. I said, the more I look at it, the more excited I get about what they're offering. And the fact that, I'm excited about the leadership in the company. These guys are just really the cream of the crop as far as the telehealth industry. They came together, and like you said, Jeff, they saw the weakness in the fact that nobody had reached out to the independent practitioner. And that's huge. That's a big part of the industry that's been left out. And so kudos to Matt Wanderer and those he has surrounded himself with to be able to bring this product at a no charge to our independent practitioners. The telehealth platforms that have been available have simply been too cost prohibitive for the independent practitioner. Carry Health is going to fill that void and be very successful in doing so. So I did invest in the company on that very day. I knew there were only 8 slots available, and when I got there, there were only 3 left. And so I had to make a decision kind of quickly, and I did, and I'm glad I did. And then now I've already become a virtual care consultant and virtual care partner, and I'm working to spread the vision, to spread the word about Carry Health, and to help doctors become signed up with Carry Health to promote their practice. It's going to be a very successful venture. Everybody wins with this product. The doctors win, the virtual care consultants win, and the patients win. And when I figured that out, it was easy for me to write the big check to Carry Health and say, count me in, I am on board.
Awesome. Dr. Batson, thank you. And not only are you an investor, but you now are part of the core group, which means the leadership and really helping all of us, achieve the goals that our CEO, Mr. Matt Wanderer, has. So appreciate all of you. That's just a sampling, guys, of who we surrounded ourselves with. Every Sunday night, we're going to be doing these presentations with our executive team. And so please make sure you note this every Sunday night on the same channel to really present to you this opportunity, which leads me into what this could mean for some of you. The people that are on this call that are here maybe for the first time. You were invited by somebody you respect, and they said, listen, you got to check us out. So what I want to do is just really give you a vision of what this could mean for you if you decide to take advantage of this opportunity. Because what we provide is we show people that when they say yes to this, we give you the ability to own your own business. And we're going to do it with no traditional overhead. In fact, I want to share this with you. Do you know there was a poll done, and 85% of the people polled said, I would love to own my own business, but I don't have the financial wherewithal. That was number one. Secondly, I didn't have the know-how. When you become a virtual care partner, your financial wherewithal is not something that you need, because you could get started, okay, for a very small amount of money. I will share with you that in a second. And we provide the know-how. But you also, please note this, get the same tax advantages of any other business. I know some of you are out there, you're W-2 employees, right? You go out there and you have no write-offs. By just having your own home-based business, you now have that outlet. How about the immediate income? We live in an instant gratification society. People want to know, what could I do today to start making money tomorrow? Well, our immediate income is meant to help people supplement their income in the beginning. And the reason I stress supplemental, because most people can't quit their day job. Most people are going to devote about 4 to 6 hours a week so they can maybe cover a car payment, a mortgage payment, a child's tuition. But we are putting people on business plans to make 6 figures their first year. And as I said in my opening, and just please remember your income disclosure, we will have 7-figure income earners that are coming out of this business. How about the advancement opportunities? Have you ever thought about being paid what you're worth? I know when I used to work for Bally Health Clubs, I never thought about being paid what I was worth. They determined my worth. There was a glass ceiling. Over here, there is no glass ceiling. And I know on Sundays, a lot of people think about firing their boss. Well, the only way you can do that is to have a plan B. But I do know plan Bs quickly replace the plan A, and that's when people would make a decision to go full time. And the reason this is so exciting is simply because of something called residual income. Residual income is the most important income you could ever have, because that's what's going to give you time freedom, money freedom, a secured retirement. At some point, you can't touch every dollar. Over here, there's a residual income stream based on the memberships that we sell. And I'll share with you how that works in a second. And then what we pride ourselves on is our system. See, even though we're in pre-launch, even though we're a startup company, we have surrounded ourselves. You could see the panel with people combined with over 300 years of experience. So what you're seeing tonight is not on trial. We have put together a proven system for success. We're going to offer you personal and group coaching. Why? Because we're vested in you. There's turnkey programs you'll be able to take advantage of. A social media platform which will allow you to build a business throughout the United States, and a weekly calendar of events that you can leverage. So this is what, when someone says yes, this is what comes with our opportunity. To take advantage of this during this pre-launch phase, our product, just so you understand, is our Certified Solution Provider License. That's our product. To have access and resell that product, it's $399, and your entire overhead is $99 a month. Now, the reason I said, okay, you don't need financial wherewithal, because I was comparing this to a traditional business. The average franchise in America today costs between $250,000 and $1.2 million. The average overhead of a traditional business is $12,000 to $15,000 a month before you make dime one. Here, it's $399 and $99 a month. What does that give you? It gives you your enterprise license. It gives you the training certification. It also gives you the ability to deploy as many physician practices, I should say healthcare practices, as you want. a marketing assist program. And for our top producers, we have a lead generation program that we will be forwarding to the leads into the field. So this is what you would have to do if you want to get on board and become a virtual care partner. But let me make sure you understand, everything surrounds, every dollar paid out is based on us getting patients on our membership. To become a member of Virtual Care Partners, someone who just wants to enjoy the benefits of the product, it's $29 a month for a single and $49 a month for an entire family up to 5. And everything that Patricia talked about, you have access to. A doctor 24/7. Think about that. For $29 to $49 a month, you're really covered with anything that you would need. If you need a physician, you have access to one 24/7. If a prescription is needed, a prescription is written and sent to the pharmacy of your choice. We are getting unbelievable testimonials. We'll share with you some of those next week of people who needed to see a physician, and within 8 to 9 minutes, a doctor appeared. So you got to understand the power. And here's another question I get I want to address tonight. What if I already have insurance? Well, how many of you have met your copay? I know some people never meet their copay. They're always out of pocket. You have people who have insurance who also want the membership. So that is a target market for us. So understand the power of the memberships. So I could go out there as an individual and I could sell these memberships. The reason why the healthcare practitioner is our target market, because they control a patient base. One doctor can lead you to 2,500 to 4,000 patients. But we're going to reward the doctor, okay, based on the number of patients he converts in his practice. But just to give you an idea of how this could work, okay, let's take a practice. Remember I said they have 2,500 to 4,000 patients? Let's say 3,000. Okay, they have a 3,000 patient base. We notify all these patients that this doctor is now offering virtual care. Can I ask you all a question? You think we could convert 10%? We believe our conversion rate will be upwards of 30%, if not higher. But just for illustration purposes, just to give you an idea of the dollars, let's say we convert at 10%. Okay? Well, that means you have 300 patients. You introduce the doctor. Okay, that's $14,700 being generated from 300 patients. You would make 10% of that. That's $1,470 a month. And all you did is introduce the platform, and the doctor accepted the platform for free. So if you had one doctor who accepted, that's $1,470 a month in residual income. Okay, now you could do the math from there. What if you brought on 10 doctor practices over the course of some amount of time? That's $15,000 a month. But what if you introduced 5 other people who wanted to do the same thing you were doing? See, we're allowing you to build a team here if you choose. So if you brought on 5 people and they each got one doctor, what would you be making off those 5? $3,600 a month. You introduced 5, they each got one doctor. But what if they went out there and they got their 5? And they got their 5. See, as you build this, there's people that are going to accept this opportunity. In this small example, you have 155 people. If they each got one doctor with a 10% conversion rate, based on our compensation plan, you would be making, in this example, $52,000 a month. Now you could play, I know there's people that you're looking at right now on the screen that have already put together this amount of people on their team, and we're in pre-launch. There will be people that have virtual care consultants in excess of 3,000 to 4,000. So once again, very simple. You're offering something to the doctor for free. And if you decide you want to build a team, okay, you can choose to do that, or you can go out there and just earn off your efforts. Very, very simple, okay? So for the people that say, you know what, I like this. I want to get involved, and I know a couple of people that I know without a doubt would be all over this. These are people that want to join your team. So the first goal is to help you earn immediate income. In order to earn immediate income, okay, we want you to become 50% pro qualified, because every time somebody gets involved with you, okay, what happens is this. When you bring somebody in and they come in for $399, remember, this is not the doctor. This is somebody that wants to join your team. You make $100. You bring in person number 2 who starts his business for $399. You make $100. That means you're making 25% of the $399. If you get your first 2 people in 7 days, every person thereafter that you bring in as part of your team, you make 50% in immediate income, which means you're making $200 per person that you bring in. So this is the first way that you get to earn money, is by going out there and building your team. If you don't do it in 7 days, okay, you have to bring on 5 people over the course of any amount of time to lock in your 50%. So this is what we call becoming 50% pro qualified. So for those people that are excited, it's real simple. Get with the person that got you on the call. They're going to send you a link. Click on the link, put your information in, and you are now a virtual care partner. And all you want to do now, you're going to now have access to an introductory video. All you want to do is send that to the people you know are looking for an opportunity. The people that you know are looking for ways to make more money. Because your goal is to get your first 2 people in 7 days. So all you have to do is send out the video. The people that show an interest, here's all I want you to do. Lead them to the information. And that information can be given to them through a live webinar like this, through a recorded version of this that you could send 24/7, or to a 3-way call, right, with the person that introduced you to this business. So all you are in the beginning is really a professional introducer to the information. And right now we're doing these calls now every Sunday night. Okay, the next one I want to promote is Tuesday night, and this is tailored for the healthcare practitioner. See, this right here is tailored to the person who wants to know about the business. This is tailored for the entrepreneur. But what about for the physician to understand more about the product? You're not going to want to miss Tuesday night, because Dr. Hall, okay, is going to be doing the presentation. So I would give you some advice tonight. If you like what you see, get started tonight. Start sending out that video and pack the house with everybody you know on Tuesday, so they can understand the product and the offering that Carey Health is bringing into the marketplace. So with that, I first want to thank our entire executive core group members, and for everybody who participated in the call. Patricia, great job. Debbie Johnson, great. Sonia, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing everybody on the call Tuesday night. Thank you guys very much. And welcome to the team for anybody who decides to join us. Thank you. Wait a minute. Let me press stop share. There they are. Thanks, guys.